Jobs and the economy are supposedly the top concerns of voters, but online it seems like more Americans are concerned with, well, getting high. Last month, the White House launched a We the People petition site, topping the list of open petitions, one demanding the legalization of marijuana. It's got more than 56,000 signatures so far, almost double the #2 issue on that site. Reporter Umbreen Ali wrote about this for Roll Call. Umbreen, good day to you. And, you've been watching this story for us. With the most of any petition on the White House site right now, does this leave the president in a difficult position, given there's so many people that would like to see this happen?
Well, not really, because while there have been 50,000 signatures, I'm not really convinced that this is an issue that generally Americans are worried a lot about. As you mentioned, jobs and the economy in other polls, real-life polls, seems to still top the list. What it does say, though, is that it seems like every time the president goes online to find out what issues matter to Americans, marijuana pops up. And he has said that he opposes legalization. So it sort of poses the question, why is this movement that has a lot of online grassroots support not able to translate that into legislative wins, which is a question I posed to them. And I think the answer is relevant to the Occupy Wall Streeters. It's something the Tea Partiers realized early on. They say they don't have the traditional lobbying muscle, the money and sort of the backing inside Washington that they need to get a legislative win.
Well, Umbreen, you mentioned grassroots, pun intended here. When you look at what it means legally on the federal level as opposed to the state level, what are some of the difficult situations that doctors are facing today?
Well, I think that the question, at the federal level, it's that there's a lot of opposition in terms of concern about what it would mean for law enforcement. There's organizations such as Mothers Against Drunk Driving, who traditionally have been concerned about alcohol, are now concerned about drug driving. So legalizing marijuana at the federal level, I think, is something the activists say they're not even expecting to happen for a long time. At the state level, they're making some grounds.
Well, for instance, California, where it is legal for a doctor to prescribe medical marijuana, and it's illegal on the federal level. Where does this put the doctor, though?
I mean, that's true. And actually, there's a cannabis industry association now that's pushing for the IRS and other agencies to try and elaborate on those rules, because there are some issues for these businesses and doctors. They're basically engaging in something that the federal government doesn't recognize as legal, and there's a lot of gray area there that has yet to be ironed out.
Now, those who support the legalization say they need to study the drug and they need to study its effects on users, and that they need more information. They can do that by legalizing it.
Yeah, and I guess that's one argument for it. But like I said, there's a lot of people who are concerned about kind of the public safety issues, and there's going to be a lot of opposition as well.
Yeah, the opposition is claiming here, Umbreen, that the rates of deaths from drivers that are under the influence of marijuana have increased in states where they have decriminalized it.
Well, and that's because probably there are more users now who are feeling comfortable taking it. In states like California, where there are people licensed to take marijuana for medical reasons, obviously there's more use, and therefore there's more of a concern about drug driving. But if you ask actual, pro-marijuana legalization advocates, they say that that's not really a concern. Marijuana isn't like alcohol. It doesn't cause the same effects that alcohol does, and it is in fact less dangerous. All
right, the White House getting a lot of people petitioning on their website there. We'll see how it all pans out. Umbreen Ali with the story for us today. Thank you. I'm Richard Louie. Thanks for watching on this Monday. I'll see you back here tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. in the West. Up next,